What would I do if I was going back and building a business right now? Instead of getting people into a Black Friday group, I would get email addresses. I would have my team getting email addresses for everyone. Did I stress enough about email? Are you going to do email? I really think you ought to do email. OMG! Can you believe Thanksgiving is next week? Okay, where has this year gone, you guys? Now, Thanksgiving's coming, which means Black Friday is coming. Stay tuned. We're going to have some Black Friday things for you here in Emily Gibson Coaching and Beyond the Rank that you're not going to want to miss. So make sure that you're plugged in and on our email list. If you are not on our email list, make sure you stop what you're doing right now and go get on our email list so you don't miss out on the amazing Black Friday things we have coming for you next week. So it's going to be so much fun. The way to get on my email list is go to my website. And right when you land on my website, emilygibsoncoaching.com, you are going to be able to, on the very first page, type in, be on your email list, and we will make sure that you are all plugged in for the most amazing things that we have coming for you. So I'm so excited. And for you as a network marketing professional, I want to give you some tips for how to get yourself ready for a pre-Thanksgiving week checklist and how to be ready for Black Friday and still enjoy your family. Okay. So there's so many fun things that I'm going to teach you today after doing this for a decade. And I'm going to share all of it with you today here on the podcast. Okay. So first of all, for a pre-Thanksgiving week checklist, first of all, people don't want to do things the week of Thanksgiving. Enjoy that. There's no reason to freak out. Enjoy it. Enjoy it for yourself. Okay. So when you look at the calendar and you see Thanksgiving next week, I want you to plan your family commitments and activities first and write it down on your calendar. What I love, this is my very favorite planner. It is from Happy Planner. You can get it on Amazon. Just type in Happy Planner. And the thing that you want to do is, at least for me, what I love is I don't like time blocking. So I buy a planner that doesn't have times written out in it. It just has 3 chunks of my day. So when you're looking at Thanksgiving week, next week, you want to make sure that you plan in your family commitments and activities first. You want to get the work done before next week so that you're set up to be free next week. This is the joy of working in network marketing. It's time freedom. We don't have to ask our boss what day, if we can have the day off before Thanksgiving. You can. You totally can. It doesn't mean that you can't do the work though. This is the biggest mistake of most new entrepreneurs is they go, oh, I don't have to go into work all week next week. Well, guess what? Your business isn't going to grow next week if you do that. So get the work done ahead of time so that your business works for you while you take time off. It's such a blessing. Okay. If you're going to have your team doing something next week, like if you're a leader with lots and lots of people under you, then I love to set up a little challenge on my team page that happens on Monday and Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. And then Wednesday, pick all my winners. And then we're ready to rock for Black Friday right here after Thanksgiving. And then we just rock all the way to town once Black Friday's done, right? Most companies do a Cyber Monday thing, so we lead right into that. The way that you do this week well and still enjoy your family time is to do things ahead of time. I want you to think about you're going out of town and you have to get your kids' schedule for your babysitter ready so that your kids can still do all their activities while you're gone on vacation. Except your kids are your business and the nanny, the babysitter, are your automated things. like pre-scheduling things in your Facebook groups, pre-scheduling things on Project Broadcast so that things go out for Black Friday that you've scheduled here. Like if your company's going to tell you before Thanksgiving, so you can pre-schedule it out, even if they don't, just have it written and ready to go. And then you can just put in the little features of like the exact discounts and the exact details once it's announced, so that the bulk of your message, the bulk of your emails are ready to blast out that day after. We don't want you thinking on Thanksgiving or the day after Thanksgiving. We want to do all the prefrontal work here before Thanksgiving, preferably Monday and Tuesday, and preferably this next week, gearing up for it. So, like I always love to do like a little, have your pie and eat it too, like your piece of the pie, IPA challenge. I would always do those like Monday and Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. And then I would pick my winners on Wednesday and then be like, "Okay, team, I'll see you on Black Friday. Let's go." And it was so fun because then they got to have their holiday. I got to have my holiday, and everything was automated, going out to my email list, going out to my customers in Project Broadcast, going out to like just having everything as pre-written as possible so that you can still send it out and still have the bang, but without all the thinking on these 2 days, because you want to be able to enjoy time with your family. Life is too freaking short, everybody. And if I die in a car accident the day after Thanksgiving and I worked my business all day Thanksgiving, that sucks. So I just decided a long time ago that I'm never going to work my business on days that really matter, because business doesn't matter that much, and success and money don't matter as much as people and time and connection and living the life that you work so hard to live. So that's my little 2 bits about that. The more you do ahead of time to give yourself a break later is going to determine how well your business has momentum through it. Okay. So I love this planner. If you're looking for a planner this year, just go to Amazon, and they have it at Michael's and Joann's and all those places too. But just type in the Happy Planner and get one that looks just like that, and you'll be set. Okay. So plan time to take care of yourself during this week and next week. When the holidays get busy, sometimes we cut out things like personal care and exercise. And one thing that I really love to do is just build those things in as my habits ahead of time. So it's nothing I have to decide in the moment. I just know I'm going to wake up and exercise every single day. That's just what I do, except on Sundays where I wake up and go to church. And then I don't exercise, I rest all day, right? Also, I would make sure that you spend focused daily time on your business all this week. Start thinking about next week and how you want things to go without you running the motor to make them go. What could you do this week to get done next week? If you have a larger team, I want you to think about writing a 2-day IPA challenge next week so that you can have your team going while you're resting, right? And and not that you're not going to be working too, but if you set them up to do really easy things like send 10 messages, send 5 follow-ups, make a post, and they can do it in 15 minutes or less, and it's automated on your team page to blast out Monday morning at 7 a.m., Tuesday morning at 7 a.m., and then Wednesday, pick your winners at 7 a.m., and it's all automated, and you can just make it this way, then the machine is going to move along without you having to think about it. And so those are the types of things that I mean when I say set yourself up for massive momentum next week without you doing anything. You're doing the work this week so that you can take the work off next week, and so that your business just steamrolls through it. Okay. Other things, you want to be focused on, you want to have a pulse. You want to have a pulse on who is interested, who's on the fence, who wants to know about Black Friday. Duh, everyone wants to know about Black Friday. If you want to make a list, like a VIP list, you totally can. But in my mind, I'm like, no, duh, everybody wants to know about every Black Friday special. And I want to make sure that I'm sticking out because they got the wallets out, they're ready to go. And I want a piece of that pie. And so should you, right? So let's make your product and your specials and your deal the hottest ticket in town that everybody wants a piece of. Just assume they want a piece of it and make sure that you are having your list of everybody that has been on the fence for the last 3 to 6 months that hasn't signed up. Think about ways that you could message them. Think about ways that you can relationship build with them now. Think about finding out what they're doing for Thanksgiving, finding out what their holiday plans are. And then it's time to party time. Either if your company is giving you information right before or right after, start working all that stuff right when you can, so that you just hit the ground running when all those sales go live. More companies are doing things sooner in the month than later. And some people are like, oh, we launched after everyone's money is gone. No, no, people's money is never gone. People find money for the things they want. It's literally that simple. So their money's not gone. They haven't spent it somewhere else. We're never behind. We are always finding a way to show them how what we have can solve their problem. And we want to make sure that we are letting people know about it in email, in text, in post, in private message, so that they know what the deals are. That it's easy. It's easy. Yes or no. Click here, click this cart, share this thing, do this thing, so that it's fast. Because the one thing that will kill a sale every single time is confusion. If they are confused about how to buy, how much it is, where to buy, they will just shut down and do nothing. Confusion is the killer of all sales. We want to make sure that it's clear and simple and not long and drawn out. The shorter, the smaller, the better. We want the deal to be simple. Even if our company complicates it, we want to make it simple. We want it so simple that a third grader could understand it and know how to do it. And that's how you're always going to win on a Black Friday sale. I also like to use lots of emojis with black hearts and little shopping bags. Black Friday sale. This, do this, and this. Are you in? Yes or no? That simple. Text it out to everyone. Cold message it out to everyone, send an email out to everyone, send more emails, make more money. And the way that you can plan out emails, I love to use Flowdesk if you're a beginner in email, because it's super inexpensive. You can download your whole back office and you can set out scheduled emails so that they are scheduled to go out right when your company launches the product or the service or whatever it is that they're Black Friday-ing and Cyber Monday-ing. And if they give you the information before, you can write all the emails. The subject line is the most important thing. And the amount of emails that you send is the second most important thing, because they're going to open your email based off of what's in the subject line. You want it to be something that creates curiosity, but draws them in enough to click on it and open it. And then you want to make it clear. We don't want long and drawn out. We just want simple, so that it's not busy, so that it doesn't cause confusion, and then click here and buy. Okay. So once you do that, then you're going to schedule them out. The last day, you're going to send out 1 to 2 emails every single day about your sale. If you're doing email, which if you're not doing email, I say this with all the love in my heart, you're so stupid. You have to do email. Like, come on, everybody. There's an 86% return on your investment for every dollar you send an email. And if you're not using it for Black Friday, oh, Lord have mercy. You're missing out on all the money and all the sales. Like, this is it. Like, let's go. Get the email going now. You got time. Go get Flowdesk. I'll put a link so that you can in the show notes here, so that you can start Flowdesk and you can start pumping out email if this is the first time you've ever done it. If you want to join Beyond the Rank right now, you can go to emilygibsoncoaching.com/shop. I have an entire email marketing workshop that you can watch that teaches you how to do it, and then you can just go. So just consider doing that and invest in yourself, and don't miss this opportunity. This is the time of year to do email of all times. Okay. So then you're going to send an email every single day about your sale. You can duplicate emails. You can send it to people that haven't opened them. You can resend them out. On the last day of the sale, I want you to send at least 5 emails. all in one day. You're going to be like, oh, Emily, it's too much. It's too much. It's not too much because you send more emails, make more money. And you will be shocked at how on the third email, so many come in. On the fourth email, even more come in. On the fifth email, even more come in. You're gonna be like, but people are unsubscribing. And I'm like, yes, good. Get them off the list. If they're never gonna buy from you, get them off your list. Okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath. It's not the same as social media. It's okay if people unsubscribe from our email list. We want to get people off the email list that don't want to buy from us. It's okay. It doesn't mean anything about you. It means you're getting closer to your customers that actually want to buy things from you. Okay. So get your email list ready. Plan your family and activities first. Plan your self-care. Map it out so that it doesn't get left behind. Write down what you need to do and the times that your company is going to be launching things. Make sure that you write as much out beforehand as possible so that it's literally just copy paste, just go, go, go. So you don't have to use your prefrontal at all. We're going to let the lower brain just eat all the pie, enjoy all the happy times, mashed potatoes, bring it all, stuffing, all the things. I'm ready. Okay. So anytime that you have if there's like a new product launch, or if you're doing like groups to launch things, or if you're doing events or whatever, just make sure that you have it all written down with times. Set alarms if you need to. Like, we don't want to rely on you thinking about it during Thanksgiving. Okay. Make sure that if there's anything that you want to order from your company, write down what day and time you're going to order it. I know this sounds crazy, but this is what makes a week like Thanksgiving just soar, because there's a lot going on and you don't want to miss out on it. Okay. Also, if you're going to do a Black Friday group, again, I really think email is just way more effective, but sometimes you don't have everybody's email. So you maybe want to do a Black Friday group to launch certain things. You just want to make sure that you make the group and get everybody in so that everyone's ready to go the day it starts. So you want to do build up before Thanksgiving to get everybody in, get your team getting people in. What would you do in a Black Friday group, Emily? Well, I would release all the specials. I would release all the sales. I would give away gifts every 6 hours to people that comment on the posts so that it can be something that they learn about. But I also just think email is just so much more effective because open rates on email are higher than in groups, and conversion rates to sales are so much higher in groups. So what would I do if I was going back and building a business right now? Instead of getting people into a Black Friday group, I would get email addresses. I would have my team getting email addresses for everyone. And then I would be writing emails and I would be sending out all that stuff in email so that I knew that everybody was going to be opening up my emails and that all of my team was going to benefit from those emails that I was going to send from one place. And it was all going to be just the most effective group that's not a group, the most effective Facebook group that's not a Facebook group. I would do it all through email. And I would have my team getting email addresses instead of spending time putting people in groups. But I know sometimes groups can still be fun. If groups are working for you and you love them, by all means do the Black Friday group. But I am just so obsessed with email because the return on investment is so high. You're going to see more sales come in if you're doing the email element of it. Okay. Okay, anything else? I think that's everything, you guys. Did I stress enough about email? Are you going to do email? I really think you ought to do email. Okay? You're missing out on a huge piece of the pie, and it's the yummiest part. It's the whipped cream on top. Got to get email. People are missing it. It's a busy time, and if they're not plugged into email, if you don't have their emails, how are you going to follow up with them in a way that they're going to see? They're going to see email more than anything else. The statistics are staggering. Okay, so this is your pre-Thanksgiving week checklist from me to you. I hope you have the most incredible Thanksgiving. And I am so grateful to be your coach, whether it's just here on the podcast or whether you're a member inside of my paid community or one of my private clients, or if you are one of my coaching mentorship clients. I'm so grateful to be your coach. I'm so grateful to do this as a job. And I love giving you amazing ideas and things that work to blow up your business. There's nothing that I love more than when I get your messages and emails and Facebook messages and Instagram messages saying that something you learned here on the podcast helped your business and pushed you forward and did exactly what you've always been wanting. That's why I do this. I love seeing you succeed. And I'm so excited for Black Friday next week and seeing all the amazing things that you think up with your amazing creativity and imagination. Have a very happy Thanksgiving. Bye, everybody.